Greetings and good health. I am Dr. Jarek Asarko, a pediatric and family wellness chiropractor. This is your lifeline to vitality, where we discuss ways to cultivate family wellness. Good day and great health. Welcome back to another edition of your Lifeline to Vitality. Today on the podcast, Dysautonomia and the Upper Cervical Spine. In the upper cervical spine, there are four main structures to focus on. They are the foramen magnum of the occipital bone, the atlas vertebra or the first cervical bone, the axis vertebra or the second cervical bone, and the brainstem of the nerve system. The brainstem exits from the foramen magnum. The atlas and axis bones protect and surround the brainstem. The brainstem connects all the nerves from the brain to the nerves of the body. In upper cervical chiropractic, the focus is on the neurophysiology and biomechanics of the craniocervical joint and how it affects all other areas of the body in some way, shape, or form. Regarding dysautonomia, the secondary focus is on the medulla oblongata section of the brainstem and its involvement in regulating the autonomic nerve system. The autonomic nerve system, or ANS for short, coordinates self-operating functions throughout the body. The autonomic nerve system controls involuntary functions like heart rate, blood pressure, digestion, and temperature. The lower section of the brainstem, the medulla oblongata, is a major control center for the ANS. It regulates several autonomic operations including respiration, cardiac function, vasodilation, and reflexes like vomiting, coughing, sneezing, and swallowing. The nerve system in general does four main things. It controls all the movements we make, senses everything we feel, regulates all our body organs, and relates us to the outside world. When nerves get stressed, it affects their sensitivity, perception, and behavior. There are three types of stresses we deal with in life. The stresses are physical, chemical, and emotional in nature. These stresses create nerve tension and spine imbalance. One specific job of the brainstem is to adapt these stresses and help bring the spine back into balance. If the stresses are too great for the brainstem to adapt, compensations arise. One particular compensation that occurs in the upper cervical spine is a vertebral subluxation. A vertebral subluxation will cause the atlas and axis bones to get locked in a misaligned position. This lock will perpetuate spine imbalance and nerve system tension. This tension will lead to abnormal sensitivity, perception, and behavior of the brainstem and surrounding nerves. Nerve system function is disrupted. Over time, this disruption can lead to symptoms. The usual symptoms of dysautonomia are dizziness, flushing, fast heartbeat when standing, weakness, headaches, vomiting, bowel changes, difficulty concentrating, increased sweating, and sensitivity to heat or cold. The goal of chiropractic is not to medically treat the symptoms of dysautonomia. Chiropractic aims to correct nerve tension and spine imbalance. Chiropractors correct this by adjusting the vertebral subluxation of the upper cervical spine. Correcting the subluxation better optimizes the function of the brainstem and associated nerves. The nerve system overall can sense, perceive, and behave at a greater potential when a subluxation is corrected. Thank you for listening. For even more information on how chiropractic can benefit you and your family, please check out my website, ohiospecific.com. That's ohiospecific.com. Until next time, remember to keep your head cool, feet warm, and your mind busy.